Now has accessed explosive details pertaining to Shariq, the prime suspect in the blast in Mangaluru. Remember, Shariq and his associates had carried out an experimental blast in a remote location in Shiva in September this year. This was more than a month before the Mangaluru blast. The Karnataka police prepared a dossier on Shariq and his associates, Yasin and Maz, following that blast, which details their plot to further terror activities of Islamic State. In fact, the police dossier shows that the trio was planning to establish Islamic Caliphate in India and also wanted to wage ISIS-style jihad against Kafirs. As per the police, the three were radicalized since their pre-university days and used social media apps to share radical material. They had purchased components to make bombs and even received information for bomb making from ISIS official media channel on Telegram called Al Hayat.
ಫಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಔಪಚಾರಿಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕೇಸ್ NIAಗೆ ಸದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರಲ್ಲಿನೂ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕೋಚಿನಲ್ಲಿನೂ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Well, the probe has revealed that Shariq tried hiding behind a Hindu identity in a possible bid to deflect any attention. In fact, he had even put up a Shiva statue as his WhatsApp display picture. He procured SIM cards in Gadag, Mangaluru as well as Ooty by misusing documents of the people who lost their ID cards. In Mysuru, he joined a mobile repair training course and enrolled himself as Prem Raj.
Man joined in the name of Prem Raj, and he has given that address according to his Aadhar card from Dharwad. So according to that, his name he said to be as a Prem Raj, and he has shown us the Aadhar. For his name, whatever we used to call him as a Prem Raj, he used to respond for that name itself.
My colleague Deepak Gopana, who accessed this police dossier on Shariq, joins us live on the broadcast with more details. Deepak, some sensational details have been revealed in the police dossier, but Shariq was the main accused in the blast that had taken place in Shiva, which was a trial blast. Now, after several days caught in the blast in Mangaluru, what are the details that the police officials have accessed?
Well, a lot of details, of course, are tumbling out, and they had a lot of details on Shariq already, a lot of information that they had gathered because his very close aides, Maz and Yasin, who he had met several years ago while they were studying, in PUC. Maz and Yasin were classmates. They were studying in Mangaluru. Maz was known to Shariq. They met, during those days where they used to talk about, various aspects, which of course got them into that radical mindset. They did believe in fundamentalism. They even spoke about, aspects pertaining to even ISIS. Even during that time, there was a lot of sharing of information that they happened. So they, at a very young age, they began, self-radicalizing themselves and also pushing each other towards, extremism. This is something that, the dossier itself speaks about. More importantly, eventually as they went forward, they started to use multiple applications, be it, applications like Telegram or even certain applications which are not very well known out there, so that, all their communications remain very secretive. They even during those times made sure that most of the communication they had was through internet calling. And with some of these apps providing, end-to-end encryption, it became increasingly difficult for the police, of course, to, track them. It was after, this Savarkar protest that broke out in Shiva. There was a stabbing of a Hindu youth there. One person named Zabiullah, who was arrested. He was the person who was key, though he was not involved directly with these individuals. He was in touch with them, and there was a little bit of information that was shared with him that came in very handy for the police to actually figure out what exactly had happened. Then they came to realize that the three, Shariq, Yasin, Maz, were involved in a huge operation where they were getting ready to, probably carry out multiple blasts. They prepared themselves to make IEDs. They even tested it in, Shiva, and finally we saw what happened here in